y'all. It's supper time. You know, Brenda's got to have something to eat. I took, I guess it was 4 collard leaves. They were this big each. This is 4 leaves off of a collard. I've got about 2 heaping tablespoons of bacon grease in there. And I fixed to put me an onion on top. No, you should be way off from me. Get up here with me. Oh, I'm going to put an onion on top. And, you know, onions have a lot of juice. And this vegetable, I'm going to turn it on. It helped I did that. This vegetable right here is so good for you. The onion and the collard. And so, this collard came from Georgia. It was huge. I took a picture of it. Maybe I can put it at the end of this video. You're not going to believe it. I'm telling you that. Just cut your onion in half and just cut little slivers. You know, you could pull it together and cut it one more time if you want to, but you don't have to. This makes your collard stir fry taste really good. Now, this isn't like a normal stir fry. With stir fry, you fry quickly and get it done. With this, you don't. I've got that little bit of grease in there. And I did wash my collard leaves. And so they had a little water on them, but not much. And I didn't put any water in these collards, not a drop. All it's going to have is collard. I'm going to turn them real low now because I don't want them to burn. Okay, now we're going to put on some salt, and that will pull the wet out of the collards and the onions. Just put a little bit on there. And make sure you turn it on low and cover it up, because that way it's going to steam in there and get done without any really water in it. And I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, now it's time to stir them a little bit. You see how they're kind of smothering down, and the onions are here? Well, I'm going to take this and flip it over so that these little collard leaves, you don't want it to stick, and some of the onion can get on the bottom, and some of those that hadn't been steamed yet can do. Now, they'll be real tender when we get them done. But they're totally different from boiling collards. I love boiled collards. But this is a new way, and I think you'll like it. Put your top back on it. You're going to cook it with the top on it the whole time. Get one that fits good. Okay, let me get back over here what I'm doing. All right, y'all, to go with my collards, I've got a chicken breast, and you know they're huge. They are huge. Way too much for Brenda Gant. So I am going to, what I'm going to do is cut this. Can y'all see? Let me do it like that where you can see. All right, I'm going to cut this part off completely, and I'm going to save it for some other something. But there's 4 chicken breasts in that package. And on this one, I'm going to fillet it, just like you were filleting anything. I'm cutting it in half this way, so it won't be so thick, because I want it to cook quickly. And I'm going to eat one part of it and save the other part. So I've cut that much off of it to make it thinner, okay? I'm going to lay it right there. I'll be right back. Y'all, with my collards, you know, I've got this cut. It's filleted, so it's the same thickness. And I'm going to just put me some good salt and pepper on it. And when it is my pepper coming out? It is. And when it finishes cooking, I'm going to eat it plain, just like this. Just plain old chicken breast with collards and onions, and I'm going to eat some pickled beets with it. I love those. That's a good combination to me, is pickled beets. When I went to the grocery store today, they had whole beets. They were that big around. I didn't buy any because I need to eat up what I've got, and I'm afraid they would go bad before I could get to them. But we're going to fry this in a little olive oil and a little butter to give you that good flavor. We're going to slow fry it over here in my skillet. I did have to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in my collards. I didn't have enough grease in there, and it really needed it. So I stirred it in there and coated everybody good so it could keep on cooking, but it's not tender yet. I'm going to beat up my chicken just a little bit because I want it real flat, and I don't want to cook it to death. So I'm going to do this, and that heat will go up in there and cook it a little bit faster than it would if it was. There's some pepper out there on the plate. Let me get some of it, okay? Okay. Now then, that's ready to fry. So what we're going to do is take our, let me move you over here. I know y'all know how to fry chicken, but there may be 1 or 2 of you out there that just hadn't thought about doing it like this. I've got a little skillet here, and I'm just going to put a little olive oil in it, because whatever you put in it, you'll wind up eating. Where's my butter? Let me find it. Okay, I've got my olive oil in there, maybe a tablespoon, and I'm going to put me 1 tablespoon of butter, a pat of butter in there, and we'll turn it on and let this melt. We're not going to fry it fast, y'all. We're going to fry it kind of slow. Now, y'all are leaving your butter out, right? I hope. Some people say, oh, that's dangerous. Well, I'll leave mine out. And I'm still alive. Alive and well. All right, let's let our butter melt now. This is going to be a good supper tonight. I'm not going to cook any cornbread, I don't guess. I ought to, but I'm not going to. This will fill me up tonight. I painted another picture, and I took it up to the man that frames things here in town, and left it with him. I hope it turns out good. When I get it back, I'll show y'all. I will surely show you. We're going to slow fry it. Slow fry. Turn it down a little bit. Okay. Let's see. When it melts, we're going to fry it. Got you on here. Let me say this. Sometimes it's discouraging to me when y'all don't comment or you don't like or share. Because I try hard to meet with you. Let's cook together and have a good time together. But I would like for you to respond. It makes a difference. It kind of lifts me up. You're always saying I lift you up. Well, the way you can lift me up is by commenting and liking what I'm trying to do, and that makes me feel good. Another thing that gets me kind of down sometimes is all those fake stations. You're supposed to be, if you want me like what I'm really cooking, they stole my stuff. It's my little thing up there above says Cooking with Brenda Gant, and it has a little tiny check mark. That's my little official thing. My YouTube station says Cooking with Brenda Gant, and I have some numbers beside mine. They're real tiny, but you can see them. It's 897. All right, look at that, how pretty that is. Now let's do this side. It's gonna be good. I hope I can get him to bed tonight at 8 o'clock. I didn't last night. It was like 8:15 because I went to church. We had some missionaries there to talk to us. It was really interesting. And so I didn't get to bed until about 8:15. I did burn my hand in my oven right there. Y'all can see it right there. I actually burned it on the skillet handle because I stuck my hand in there to do something. I don't remember what. And there was a skillet in there that was hot. And I couldn't see the handle because it was black, the oven's black, and I just raked up against it. And I thought, well, that didn't burn too bad. But then the next day is when it looked bad. So I'm just having to let it do its thing. I just have to let it do its thing. All right. I want you to see this collard leaf. That thing is this big, literally. And when I'm keeping them out on the back porch so they'll be cold. The thing is so big it won't go in the refrigerator. They've grown in Georgia. I showed it to you the other day, or showed somebody this the other day. And anyway, I knew I couldn't eat but 4 leaves. And what's in that pan over there is 4 leaves. I think our chicken is done. I went ahead and got me a few more beets. I thought, I know I want more than that. So now let's get our collards and our onions sauteed together. And this, my sweet friends, is my supper. Healthy, healthy, good, good. What are y'all eating for supper tonight? Sometimes I don't want to cook. I'll have a peanut butter cracker. Do you ever do that? Okay, there we go. Let me move this off the eye because I don't want it to cook anymore. I'll eat that tomorrow. All right, here we go. Let me get the light down here where you can see good. Look at that. Does that look good to you? The only thing missing is cornbread, but I'm not going to eat cornbread this time. I'll just eat it like this. Y'all have a great night, and enjoy your supper. I'm certainly going to enjoy mine.